Naruto and Boruto do not play around when it comes to eyes. What starts with a couple clan dojutsu turns into people seeing through dimensions, controlling blood, rewriting reality, and trapping the whole planet in an illusion. So yeah, today we're ranking the 12 most powerful eyes in Naruto and Boruto from weakest to strongest. And the top few are just completely unfair. Let's get into it. Starting us off at number 12, the Byakugan. The Hyuga eye is still super useful. It gives near 360-degree vision, lets you see chakra points like an X-ray, and has insane long range sight if trained properly. Neji took his range from around 50 meters to over 800. That's crazy. The funny part? It still has that tiny blind spot at the back of the neck, so it's technically 359 degrees, not 360. But if the Byakugan is the classic version, then number 11, the Tenseigan, is the premium upgrade. Toneri's Tenseigan comes from combining the Byakugan with Ōtsutsuki chakra, and the jump in power is wild. This eye had enough power tied to it to threaten the Earth by crashing the moon into it. It also gives a user a chakra mode that feels almost like an Ōtsutsuki flavored Sage mode. The only reason it's this low is simple. We still haven't seen enough of it. If Naruto gave us more, this thing might rank even higher. And speaking of underrated nightmare fuel, at number 10, the Rinnegan. Things get disturbing fast. This eye belongs to Chino of the Chinoike clan, and it lets the user control anything rich in iron, especially blood. So if you get even slightly cut, that's basically game over. Your blood can be ripped out and weaponized against you. It also has a genjutsu triggered through eye contact, which means it can both interrogate you and kill you. And the crazy part? This clan feared the Uchiha. Bro, you control blood. Why are you scared? Now we move into mystery territory with number 9, the Jōgan. Boruto's Jōgan is still one of the most confusing and hyped eyes in the franchise. It can see chakra changes, detect dimensional distortions, and even notice portals before they fully open. That's ridiculous already, but the deeper lore is where it gets interesting. A lot of fans believe it's tied to Ōtsutsuki gods and maybe the perfect fusion of Naruto and Sasuke's inherited powers. Basically yin and yang six paths energy in one eye. We still need more answers, but even now, it's already absurd. And if the Jōgan is mysterious, then number 8, Ranmaru's Keki Genkai, is the weird hidden gem nobody talks about. This eye is basically a strange mix of Byakugan and Sharingan. It can see long distances, hear things from far away, read minds, predict movements, and cast a ridiculously strong genjutsu. It's one of those abilities that sounds made up by a kid on the playground, and somehow it's real. Oh, and real quick, if you're enjoying the video so far, subscribe to FortuNeko and drop a like. It seriously helps a lot. Anyway, now we hit the eye that changed the whole series. At number 7, the Sharingan. The base Sharingan is already cracked. It evolves through trauma and extreme emotion, and once it matures through the Tomoe stages, it gives insane visual perception. Fast attacks look slower, movements become readable, genjutsu gets way nastier. This is the eye that built the Uchiha's entire reputation. Even before the stronger versions, a fully matured Sharingan already makes most ninja look helpless. And naturally, that leads into number 6, the Mangekyō Sharingan. This is where the Sharingan stops being strong and starts being unfair. You unlock it through the trauma of losing someone close, and then every user gets ridiculous personal abilities. Itachi got Amaterasu and Tsukuyomi, Obito got Kamui, which is still one of the dumbest broken powers in the whole franchise. And on top of all that, Susanoo. The downside is brutal though. Use it too much and you go blind. So yeah, amazing power, but if blindness is the problem, then number 5, the eternal Mangekyō Sharingan, fixes it. All you need is the Mangekyō eyes of a close blood relative who also awakened theirs. Super healthy family activity, obviously. Once transplanted, the blindness drawback is gone. Chakra control improves, strain drops, and now you can use your abilities at full power constantly, including Perfect Susanoo. This is basically the Mangekyō with all the suffering removed and all the madness left in. And then we leave Uchiha madness for pure Ōtsutsuki nonsense. At number 4, Isshiki's dojutsu. This eye gives Isshiki Suka Hikona, which lets him instantly shrink non-living matter, and Daikokuten, which stores those objects in a timeless dimension and summons them whenever he wants. That's why he can casually drop giant cubes, summon weapons, or pull random objects into battle. It also lets him perceive lifespan. That's crazy enough already. And then you remember he can dimension hop on top of it. Speaking of broken Naruto powers, I ranked the strongest Naruto characters too. Info card's up now. Check it after this. Back to the eyes. At number 3, the Rinnegan, we enter legend status. This eye is basically the symbol of divine power in Naruto. Madara awakened it by mixing Uchiha and Senju power. Sasuke got his through 6 Paths chakra. Nagato used it better than almost anyone despite not even being its original owner. Nagato ran the 6 Paths of Pain with shared vision and chakra rods. But the Rinnegan is still not the scariest thing here. Because at number 2, the Senrigan, we get pure reality-breaking nonsense. Eida's eye can see everything happening in the world in real time and even look into the past up to her birth. That's already broken. But the real monster is omnipotence. This power can alter reality and rewrite how people think on a global scale without needing the moon like Infinite Tsukuyomi did. That's not just a dojutsu anymore. That's basically cheating. And finally, sitting above everything else, at number 1, the Rinne Sharingan. This is the ultimate fusion of Rinnegan and Sharingan power, marked by the 9 Tomoe pattern, and usually appearing on the forehead. It lets the user cross dimensions effortlessly, and most importantly, cast the infinite Tsukuyomi. That means one eye powerful enough to trap the entire world in a dream. Planetary genjutsu, dimensional power. So yeah, Naruto really turned eye genetics into the most broken power system ever. And did I rank any too high or too low? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to FortuNeko and hit the bell icon. And watch this video next. It's on your screen right now, and honestly, it's the perfect follow-up. Catch you in the next one.